Hey young adults, my name's Cadon, and this is my life in the waiting. In this spare bedroom in the basement. I was asked to talk to all of you about how my life looks as of right now with this whole pandemic thing going on. And I can tell you there's a lot going on. Just recently, I got married to my now wife, which is really exciting. There's a lot of learning to do, obviously, with being married and whatnot. I don't know what to do yet, but I'll figure it out. I can tell you that. Yeah, we did a lot of planning recently, and we had a wedding planned for April 25th, which we actually ended up having to move forward because of the new regulations coming through about gathering limits and so on. And our wedding turned out to be something we did not expect. And we ended up having a ceremony of about 15 people. We had a live stream on instead of an actual group of people in front of us. It was just cameras with a small amount of people in front of us. And believe it or not, we had over 400 devices tuned in, which we are blown away by. We did not expect that. It was insane. People we didn't even know were tuning in. It was weird. But we were so thankful for all the support that we've had, especially with that. And we even did like a little drive-by reception, which was cool. Had people drive by and we gave them a wedding favor, and they got to say hi, even though from the distance of their car, they couldn't come out of their car, but it was a chance for people to see us and to celebrate with us in person. But most of all, the most important thing of all is that we got to make a promise to each other and to God that we were going to stay married until we died. And that's the most important thing. We made that promise, and that's what matters. That's the most important part about the wedding. And the rest of it doesn't actually matter all that much. Even though the party and the ceremony and everything's great, the promise that we made to each other is what mattered, and we were so happy we actually got to do that even during the midst of all of this mess. But we're really happy. We're really excited for what's to come, and that's really cool. And as well, there's some other stuff going on in my life. As you might know, I'm a pilot. And the aviation industry is currently in shambles. It's a mess. This is the worst thing to happen to aviation since 9/11, and my job security is in the dump. I don't know what's going to happen to my job in the future. As of right now, I'm laid off as of May 1st, and who knows when I'll get rehired. They're anticipating rehires and recalls eventually, but who knows when that's going to be, when this all recovers. So it's a lot of me just trying to figure out what my next steps are. And it's a lot of praying, and it's a lot of giving everything to God, because there's a lot of uncertainty in this, especially with being newly married and having that stress, and then as well as not having a job, right? Like that's a big deal. We're also moving to Vancouver for that job when it recovers. That's where I'm working out of. So it's there's a lot going on with that, and it's tough. I can definitely say it's tough, but again, it's me praying to God and saying, God, this is yours. I can't do anything about it. He's got the full control. Why do I need to worry? He tells us not to worry, so why should I, if it's all up to him? So it's a lot of me just realizing that and putting that into practice in a real life situation instead of just saying it. So that's been it's been kind of interesting to see how this is going, and it's been really neat as well with the fact that I can see God working in it, and he's played a very big part in it. He's blessed us in many ways through friends and support and financial support and so on, with all these uncertainties going on with not having a job and moving and all these other things. He's played a very big role in it, and by me giving it to God, it's reassuring to know that he still got us, and he blesses us regardless. He loves us by making sure that we're going to be okay, because I know this is his, and he will support us in that way. So for my wife and I, it's very special to know that God's still there. But in the meantime, we still have other things going on. We're still meeting with our small group on Mondays, just to keep things alive and keep people social, keep everybody happy, We're meeting actually tonight. Today's Monday, so we're meeting tonight, and we're just having some fun playing some games online through Zoom and stuff. So that's kind of been our Monday nights over the past while. And going along with the lines of life continuing, looking at the Abide Pack for this week, actually just been released for April 13th. It talks about slowing, and that's the big word right at the front, slowing. It's cool, actually, because there's a lot of stress that I've been going through and a lot of things that I've had to work through with all this planning and stuff, and it's telling me to force myself to take a step back and pause, take a minute, to not worry about all the things that are going on, and to just breathe, hang on. The way I work is I work very fast and I work through tasks, and I need to get everything done immediately, but this is an opportunity for me to just take a step back and just relax, because there's not much for me to really do at this point. I'm in the waiting. I have to wait for my job to come back. I have to wait for all these things to come together so I can change addresses and change my wife's last name and change my insurance and stuff for my car, because I can't do that stuff right now with everything being closed and whatnot. So I just got to take a step back and slow down, and it's a really good opportunity for me to practice that. So I encourage you all to, if you're in the waiting and you want to get a whole bunch of things done, maybe take a step back and just relax, slow down, just breathe. Best way to say it, just breathe, and it'll all be okay in the future. There's light at the end of the tunnel, everybody. We'll get there. Signing off. My name's Cadon. See you later.